I gotta start. Pat started off trying to just have a friendship, and it's the one. You're.
Not on your
Least.
watch.
It's the least professional thing I've ever seen you do. We don't. We don't have friendships. We have podcasts. I go like. I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that going to. Dude, people think GameStop is bad about trade-ins. Try to go to Half Price Books. They don't want none of your shit. Dude, I was just curious, and I was like not surprised at all, really, but it was still funny when I came in with like a backpack of books that I like impulsively bought because I was like, I should have books so I can feel smart when I look at the books I own. And then, dude, I don't know when he comes back to be like, we'll give you $11. I was like, man, I'll just read them. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. It's just so frustrating. So like, I really feel like, and this is my own little, I don't even know if it's a conspiracy theory, but like, you know how like, shit's stupid. Like, you know how shit's stupid, right?
Well, are we? Ooh, real quick, Dunbar, first in the chat, first in his name.
Dunbar is
Yeah,
not
are
stupid,
you?
obviously.
Dunbar is not. Well, maybe he does watch us every day religiously. He could be full blown retarded.
Dunbar, you
I
might be
mean,
dumb.
second in chat, dumb Dunbar.
We got a new screen name.
Pat, I gotta be honest. Really feels like they're doing it right in front of us.
Dunbar, made by a dumbbell.
But are I are you, just to clarify, is it like everything sucks as in like all media sucks, or is it the everything is fake and gay? I'm just trying to figure out which wavelength. Okay. Go on then.
Yeah. That's a good distinction. I appreciate that. I think I feel like just because like you having those books, I know this sounds weird, and I promise you, I'm not saying this to be mean to you personally, but I think if most people have books that they don't want enough to sell, store them properly, like nicely, and try to preserve them, because I truly feel this is a real Pat take. I mean, we're not even fucking 5 minutes into this sumbitch, and you're getting a real hot take from Pat right now. That's the next physical media people will start like collecting. Because if my wife does Kindles, she got the Kindle books and all this shit. Like, she just burns through books. She read like 35 fucking smut books this month or year. Year, not month.
Yeah. No, you were telling me about it. You were telling me about it. You were like, "What's the symbolism behind why she reads these books?" You're like, "Nope, she just literally wants to get raped by a gargoyle."
Yeah,
it's just that.
Vampire mafia artists and criminals and swords and shit and fairies. But like, it's fine. But like the physical actual like paper, I feel like is going to be like the next vinyl. I know that's two different like textiles, but
no. We are retarded, but we're smart enough to know comparisons.
Yeah. Like magazines and shit, like all that stuff that like for some reason I really feel like that shit.
I just bought a magazine actually. I forget where oh no, it's out there, not being in the on the table, never being read. No, because I was at fucking
magazines. I don't read those too.
No, I'm a big fan of Barnes and Noble peruse. I like walking around a Barnes and Noble, and I was like, just with the becoming. Like, it's why I was realizing that, like, Twitter sucks so much ass. Because, like, I realized, like, Twitter's just if the comment section was a website. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why, just like because that's the thing. Twitter has so much fucking potential, but it just has like that. It has that flagrant nature of a YouTube comment section. Like, I am going off pure instinct. I have not put one thought behind any of this. And it's just, it's been me being way more into all the physical media and shit like that. And I remember, dude, I used to fucking rip magazines all the time. Literally, I would rip pictures out of them, put them on my wall.
Yeah, same.
And then I found out you can't get pussy if your entire wall is covered in Green Day. So that shit came down real quick.
But you can get pussy if you rip it out of a magazine.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I got it.
And then if
Tell
you
you
cut
what.
a and then if you cut a hole in it, you can put your little kid dick through it.
You can get a paper cut and scream in the back of the Astrovan on the way to New York.
And you could yell, "Owie, mommy! I just fucked the centerfold. Owie!"
I made an owie. Now there's red stuff. My penis is crying red and white. Red and white. Where's the blue?
I'm a patriot, mommy. Where's the blue?
I'm a patriot, mommy. I'm coming red, white, and blue. Yeah, I don't think that. I think this is a crazy statement too from Derek. Our Barnes and Noble doesn't even have physical music anymore. That's a wild statement just in our generation's time of being like, Barnes and Noble had music? What are you talking about? And you're like, because they had to after a while. And then even that, like Best Buy and then the rest of them, they're like, well, this is a waste of time. And they just took those shelves back out. And it's like, well, what are you doing? You're the book guys. Do the books. You know what I mean?
Wait, Derek, is it a small? You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, isn't that a thing at all Barnes and Nobles now? Didn't they just take out music out of all of them?
Yeah, it's because they.
I think they have a vinyl corner, but I think
yeah, he said they have like a dozen new records. So I'm assuming they keep it there for like the special releases, like Target does. Target releases fucking vinyl now. That's how you should know it's not a cool thing anymore. This Target's like, hey, we got the new Taylor Swift limited edition vinyl, huh?
Dude, I think about that because I've been going to. I was at Walmart yesterday getting. I was looking at shoes, seeing if I could have any like cheap dad shoes for just walking around and stuff. They all suck ass and my feet are gigantic. But I was like, well, I've thought this a couple times walking through Walmart because they also have a vinyl section. And it's very funny too, because their vinyl section is literally like Nevermind by Nirvana, whatever the newest Taylor Swift album is, Billie Eilish, and then like Kiss Alive or something. And I just every time I walk by that, I just go like, who's this for? Yeah. Who's this for? Who's going to Walmart in their Cookie Monster being like, oh, they got the new Billie Eilish vinyl?
Yeah, it's just so fucking weird. Like I get why it happened. Like I get why it, but like they have a whole like dedicated space to it still, even at Target. And it's like, you're not fucking cool, Target. Stop fucking trying. Stop trying to be so fucking cool. Although I will say I did get this mic arm from oh wait, I touched it. I got this mic arm from Target, and everybody knows if you touch it, it'll break. So yeah. Luckily, for some reason, it's so weird. The one that I got from Target, I'm just gonna show you something real quick. Ready? Look at that. It's really weird. It's not even like I've been doing that for probably about a year now.
I really love a joke for just us.
No. That is for everybody. Just to let you know, if you touch stuff, it'll break.
If there's mic arms and if there's mic arms in a podcast studio, you really should avoid touching them. You really should avoid touching them.
Honestly, it's a ticking time bomb.
Ticking time
bomb. Check out the new pennies in the mouth. Most of it's not in there anyway.
No. It has nothing to do with the mic arms being 20 years old. It's the fact that you're touching them.
No, but I think that like when like stores like Target or because like even what was the one by Second and Charles is the one that was by us in Harrisburg, and it was like their version of a FYE. Like you could sell and buy old like game systems and gaming things. They also had like a vinyl and like reused CD and vinyl section. And then they had like an actual music, like instruments to buy, a comic book spot, and then the back end was like a bookstore. Like, that's the best. You have everything in one place. And it was all resale. Like you could bring in instruments and sell them. You can bring in game systems, games, sell them, action figures, collectibles, stuff like that. So it was like a comic book shop, a book shop, a game shop, music store, all those things all in one. And it was like
we had one of those in it was in Kutztown where I went to college. We had one of those. But yeah, it was you'd walk in and it wasn't just like some places will have a DVD section and it'll just be like 6 dusty copies of Get Shorty or something like that. And you're like, you didn't need to have this. Like you just don't have the balls to throw it away. Like no one will ever buy this.
Yeah.
Take that, creator of Get Shorty. I've never seen your movie, but I'm saying it sucked.
It's actually a good movie.
It is, right?
And the sequel's really good too.
All right. Well, Pat, I trust Pat. I take it all back.
Cat cam.
Cat cam. But oh yeah, there was fuck. I want to look it up now. But yeah, it was sick. Where it was like each, it had vinyl, it had CDs, it had a couple. It was mainly a record store, but it had some books. It had a fun poster section, and you're just swiping through going
section. Yeah.
Brother, I love a good poster section where you stand in the back and you just go, I'm never ever gonna buy one of these.
Nope. And it was always you try to go to the back one, like at the Spencer's or something like that.
Yeah.
Had like the Babe posters. Oh my god, those Babe posters. I was just that's able to have these here. I'm not even like I just kept like looking to make sure like nobody's gonna yell at me, but it's just fucking babes in bikinis, dude. Get over it.
Yeah. That's my favorite one. Wait, it's bothering me with this record store.
Oh,
Young Ones. Shout out Young Ones in Kutztown, Pennsylvania.
We should open our own specialty store and just have all Babe posters.
Yeah. Well, I was dude.
Not even sell them. You just come.
Yeah, whatever we do, we should have a poster rack in the back, and it just had. Dude, that's when I realized my father-in-law was a pretty cool dude. I remember I went over to Steph's parents' house for something, and they were having a party, and we go into his garage, and it's just vintage Jenna Jameson poster. I was like, cool guy. This is a cool guy's garage. Just being like, yeah, I like some titties, and I like to put them up on the wall. So when I'm working on my car, I go, titties, fuck yeah, dude. And I go, I like this guy.
I always think it is interesting because she became a mainstream person, kind of. You know what I mean? More mainstream than most porn stars.
Yeah.
But like that, like it's so funny that was a thing for a while because like it's like if you know kind of thing, if you know kind of thing. Like if you go into someone's house and they have the Jenna Jameson poster, you're like, oh, you really like to jerk off. Like you're a fan of it, like probably even more than me. You know what I mean? And
it's like your thing.
It is my thing. It's kind of my hobby. It's like a
kind of my thing.
That I do. Yeah.
So I was, you were saying like, oh, I think well, actually I have two thoughts. I want to get back to the bookstore, record store thing, but actually it's kind of funny. Like, you go like, oh, there's no porn star like Jenna Jameson. It's like, honestly, I bet you most of the porn stars now, like there's probably a shit ton of porn stars that are just known by more people. Mm-hmm. But you know what? We've lost that thing where separate groups don't have crossover anymore. That's a thing. That is a thing I miss about like pre-social media and like pre-internet and like I love YouTube and stuff because like, I'm a guy who loves to hyperfixate, but there is that like there's no more of that like societal communal, we all kind of watch that thing together.
I noticed this actually. I don't know if this is exactly what you're talking about, but like as far as like worlds colliding or like those kind of crossover things, I've noticed it with porn stars, musicians I like, and comedians I like, and it all coincides via podcast. It's like Fat Mike was on Doug Stanhope's podcast, and then they became like best buddies, and then Doug Stanhope's on Fat Mike's podcast. Mm-hmm. Porn stars being on shows and stuff like that, where you're like, oh my god, I jerk off to her. Oh my god. It's like I get excited about guests like that where like that's the only time that happens anymore.
Oh my god, I come big ropes to your boobies.
Oh my god, I'm such a big fan. Like, no, not this hand, this hand. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a real big fan. I think that it's a crossover thing where like Jenna Jameson ended up kind of becoming a celebrity, you know what I mean? But again, never like broke out of the porn thing to do anything else. She was just on like the Surreal Life and like reality shows as the ex-porn star lady. That's who she was. Like, but now it's like she was always the ex-porn star who's like, I'm not that addicted to drugs, actually. Brother, we're gonna get back to bookstores, I promise.
Yeah. But some of them have porn in them.
one of my favorite burns of all time was Chael Sonnen against Tito Ortiz, and it was he said there is a press conference hyping their fight for Bellator long after both of their primes, and Tito Ortiz says something along the lines of, Chael Sonnen, he's not a success. He doesn't know how to make anything of himself. He's only made stuff of him. He's only made he's only made himself what he is because of his running his mouth or whatever. And then Chael goes, listen, he's like the only one around here that made a living making a living with their mouth was your wife.
Goddamn.
And because he was married to Jenna Jameson.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things. But yeah, we were talking about the bookstores. But Bonnie, did you hear about what's her face? Bonnie Blue, I believe, just got arrested in Indonesia.
Is she one of the I'm gonna suck 1,000 dicks?
She's the one that's like pretty gorgeous to look at, but then when she
Sorry,
talks, she talks like this.
Yeah. If I could just clarify, I didn't say that to be like, oh, who's this lady? The 1,000. I've watched a lot of her work. I was saying it to Pat to double check because there's other Bonnies I've jerked off to, so I wanted to make sure it was the same Bonnie.
Not Rotten. It was Bonnie Blue, the British broad that talks like a fucking chimney sweep. But
Bonnie Rotten's a good follow, by the way, because she's like not doing porn and she's like, super like super locked in right wing Republican, like tweeting out Sleepy Joe Republican, and then she's like a tactical shooter, and it's like this sort of thing of like it's that weird thing where she's talking about like traditional Republican conservative values, and I'm just like, yeah, but you haven't like changed your name. You still have like the Bonnie Blue account or the Bonnie Rotten account.
You can still see the outline of your spiderweb titties. You got spiderweb tattoos on your titties. I can see them through your blazer, ma'am.
Hey man, you can't falter someone for spiderweb titty tattoos in a past life. Yeah. You know what I mean? That takes a lot. It's a lot to get them off. It's just, it's funny. It was the same thing that Mia Khalifa did, where it was like she went on the fucking porn sucks she went on the fucking porn sucks tour, and like, but also I will not stop using my porn name in things.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't know. It's
you're
a little
cashing those checks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like one of those things of like, you did the work, you did all that stuff. You can move on and not be ashamed. You can just change your mind, but you don't have to like demean what you did. And it's because that's the other thing is like, it's the business. It's kind of like the same thing like in Hollywood. I feel like there's going to be a big porn Me Too like soon. Like at some point, there's going to be some kind of big porn Me Too, and where they're going to be like, this guy is always being super inappropriate on a set. And it's like, yeah.
Have you watched
each other on
Have you
camera.
watched the videos?
It's pretty inappropriate on camera. So it's like one of those things where they're like, but I told him I had boundaries, and I'm like, yes, but then you didn't not do them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those things of like, it feels like it's building up to the same thing of like, you did all those porn movies and built this big name, and then you're going to say like, how dare you? And it's like, well, you did it.
Well, my thing,
did it, ma'am.
Well, no, here's the thing. You can say, how dare you? It's just when you never lose the porn name, I don't believe you the same way.
Yeah, it's
you know what I mean? You're like,
but
no,
it
you're
does
like,
make sense.
Porn is evil, but I'm also going to constantly reap all the benefits I found from it. You know what I mean? Like, you made a career off of sucking dick badly on camera for 8 months. Like,
oh man, Mia Khalifa sucked at blowing people. Like, it was really not interesting.
I will say though, she you do have to give her a pass because you're like, yeah, that's what a normal lady would react to a fucking 12-foot dick.
But and I think that's the thing is like I do understand them keeping the name because like no matter how traumatizing the work may have been for you, you still have, that's the only thing that you got out of it was that name, that recognizable name. But
I guess.
But unfortunately, a lot of times people are they're not necessarily looking for like what's Bonnie Rotten's political beliefs. You know what I mean? Like, and even if they do, they're saying like, what are your political beliefs? And also, show me your asshole. Like, it's always that creepy because you've set that standard, and that's the thing is like, that's the consequence that nobody thinks about before they do the porn. Is the thing of like, yes, it will change your life forever,
well, dude,
forever and ever.
Yo,
like,
but like legitimately, I'm starting to realize like we have to treat young girls starting OnlyFans or getting into porn the same way you treat an old person who gets scammed by like a Nigerian prince. Because it's like, oh, you got to be a fucking idiot to get scammed by a Nigerian prince. You're like, sure. But also, old people are vulnerable people, and like, you should show them some sympathy.
Yeah,
dude, I've seen some of these videos where it's like, these girls will be talking about it, like they'll be like, yeah, it's really like it really sucks trying to find a boyfriend when there's just videos of you, sucking dick on the internet. Which, if that's your thing, suck dick on the internet. But I'm always sitting there like, you didn't think a couple steps ahead? Like you didn't think that was part of it? Like that's the part that always I find fascinating.
Or even the double standard. Like it's the funniest thing because like from my personal experience and where I've
the porn industry?
No, not with the porn industry, but just in life in general.
I'm gonna find those. I know you say those don't exist. I'm finding those videos, Pat.
Of what? My porn videos?
Yeah, I'm finding your porn videos.
I can just mail them to you.
I know you try to mail them. You only have them on Laserdisc.
Yeah, they're just Laserdisc. That's how you don't get leaked. No, there's a. It does not help the OnlyFans. There's not a lot of OnlyFans people that have Laserdisc players, but I just think that the golden rule kind of applies for success in relationships, success in life, like just morally. All these other things of like it's doing the right thing when nobody's kind of watching, but also like just if you were talking to a guy as a lady and then the guy goes like, yeah, I was a porn star, I was just fucking I did a bunch of gangbangs and I did a bunch of things where like these ladies would like sit on my face and like rub their pussies all over my face. There's a bunch of videos of it. And then you go like, would you value that man as a partner? Would you hold that against him? Would you judge that? Would you be worried about that? And like, I would say probably 10 out of 10 women would go like, it's not exactly ideal. And then let's say there would be one liar that would go like, it wouldn't bother me. And then she would just nip at him and just say like, well, if you weren't just out there fucking around, where were you? I don't trust you, blah, blah, blah. Like, no matter what, it's a double standard that they think that like, but I did porn. Why don't you still accept me? I was empowered. Are you empowered? Are you victimized? Are you
dude? I saw a clip. Are
you fully realized sexually, or are you being taken advantage of? You got to pick a lane because I'm about to free the nipple, but if I tell you to free the nipple and then you sue me, that's confusing to me.
Well, free the nipple was really funny because they were like free the nipple and they were like saying about Instagram and blah blah blah, and I was always watching that like. You can post titties on Twitter. Like, just post your titties on Twitter. Yeah, you can post. Tumblr was popular at the time. Reddit. You could post them on Tumblr. You could also just go do hardcore pornography and then send it to me. Nice lady. No, dude. Like, I saw an interview. With like Riley Reid, and she was talking about one of her ex-boyfriends, or she like it was like posted like a notes app thing or something. I can't remember. But she was like, one of her big points was she was like, he wasn't mature enough to date someone in the business. And I go, well, no. I mean, like, here's the thing.
That's not fair. Yeah,
there are definite like. Well, no, I've heard stories where dudes think they're built for it, and then they date the girl, and then they like go, you got to stop doing this. You're a fucking whore, and like that's not fair either. Like, if you like. I think it's like, dude, if you think you're built for it, which I don't think a lot of people are, but if you think you are, like, do it. Go, oh, hey, I thought about it, and the fact that you go to work and get ass fucked by other dudes, it's like not my favorite thing. So no hard feelings. Like, let's just go our separate way. Like, being like you're not emotionally mature enough to let me
Yeah, I guess
leave
you're
for
not man
6.
enough to let me just go suck 100 dicks while you're at your office
Yeah.
job. Like it's
And
like
you're like, it's like,
no.
no, I'm open-minded to alternative lifestyles, but if someone's not down with that, you
Yeah.
can't be like, you immature man.
And
And really too, like you can extrapolate. I've heard so many versions of that from ladies in general where they're literally just like, oh, if you're not comfortable enough with me doing literally every single thing all the time, you're just not mature enough to date me.
yeah,
You're
it's
like,
and
no,
that's what I'm
dude.
saying is like like I'm not saying that men aren't predatory, aren't they don't take advantage of people or anything like that. But I'm telling you right now, what you just explained was fucking gaslighting. So yes, men gaslight women all the time, but women do it the exact same because like
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying is like is both in both cases there's people that would go, I'm totally fine with your past, that's totally fine, and then like try to change you. And that's I've heard that on both sides of
Yeah.
men and or women. But it's like to say
And
that somebody's not emotionally mature enough to deal with it just feels like you're projecting
there's
something
also
on
a
someone else.
degree, there's also 100%. There is also a degree of change that like is understandable, but that's really just like, sanding down some edges. It's not like, oh, this whole thing about you, let's do a 180 on it.
Yeah.
It's more of like the change you should expect from a partner is like, yeah, sanding down the edges. Like, hey, can we tighten this up a little bit? I
But
love you and all your quirks, but can we tighten this up a little bit?
but
It shouldn't
even
be a thing of like, yeah, just expect a complete 180.
even the existence of like people, real life people that are into like cuck shit are like it proves that like relationships could work, but it's not likely. And it's not like I don't think it's not the norm for like somebody
Yeah.
to be if it was someone's past, it would be like I'm sure I could work past it. It would be hard, but it would be like one of those things of like but if she was a famous porn star like Riley Reid or something like that, I'm like you have to understand that like you got to work on you being comfortable not being an active porn star and like moving on past it or whatever because it's not going away. Nobody you cannot change that perception unless you like and I'm not saying that anybody should do this, but I feel like unless you kill somebody, you're not going to be known for anything else. Like you're going to be known for you have to do something more extreme than fucking getting your asshole spread on camera.
You'd have
And
to
like
fit.
there's
You
not
have
a
to
lot
like.
of things more extreme than that.
You'd have to like figure out Israel Palestine. Just like
Yeah.
Riley. It's just a picture of Riley Reid and like Netanyahu and the head of Hamas, just like all holding hands.
Yeah, they're like cross arms, like shaking hands like this, and like, but it's like it would still say, ex adult entertainer,
Riley
solves
Reid.
Middle East. You know what I mean? Like it's not saying that you wouldn't be able to move on past it, but like
Yeah.
that's the stigma. That's why everybody doesn't do porn because anybody could just sell their asshole, but it's because there is kind of an audience for anybody.
let me also defend the hardworking ladies too, because I do also want to say this. I get very irritated with there's this like sect of incel dudes where they just wake up and they go like, I really should go ruin a slut's day today. And you're like, dude, if they're just being a slut for money, minding their own business.
Yeah.
It's like it's those guys who go out of their way to be like, hey, how you doing today? By the way, you're a whore and you'll never be loved and your life will never be fulfilled. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Do you need anything from Costco?
Or they just
It's
say
like,
those
yo, dude.
blanket.
Well, because it's also the last thing. It's like it's also a thing of like, well, it's like we all jack off to like in one way or another. It's like even the most like there's a reason that but what's gay Tinder? Which one's that again? Gay
Grindr?
Tinder. Yeah,
Grindr,
Grinder.
yeah.
Look at us pretending. No, it's
I know a podcast with a gay guy, so I know.
Me too.
It's why. Nate's gay?
No. You one step ahead of me.
I thought that was rumors.
No,
Oh.
we've been lovers the whole time.
Oh my god.
No, it's like there's reasons that like grinder activity goes up whenever like the GOP meets for like conventions. You know what I mean? like even the people who act like they don't come are coming, dude.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
so it's
yeah.
like no matter who you are, you're jacking off, you know?
Right.
And it's
And
like, dude, I gotta be honest, like they're really sacrificing a lot so we can jack off a bunch. And
Yeah.
it's like I'm not trying to simp for them, but it's like be respectful. Don't just like go out of your day and being like, you're stupid whore, no one over. It's like, bro, you're jacking off to them just like all of us.
well, it's just to me, it's just like a thing that like I don't like. It's my main issue with like Brendan Schaub and shit like that. Like he's the man of a million dreams, and like he every other day he gets to do an astonishing thing that nobody else is like. Billions of people dream of doing, and he's just like, I'm gonna try this. And
Well,
it's like, and it's like,
to be fair, he does forget most of it.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's fine. It's like I'm not sitting here to go like he shouldn't be allowed to do that, but it's like one of those things of like once he starts like getting, it's the same way I start feeling about like like Mia Khalifa going like, I just think that this is crazy, and this is like we're like wait, what qualifications are we? What are we talking about here? I'm not saying you're not allowed to have an opinion, but when you start pointing out like other things that are kind of like when you start talking shit about other people's comedy or podcasts, I'm like, you can't speak. You know what I mean? Like your dream was to be a football player and you didn't do it. And then
That's
your
what
dream was to
annoyed.
be an MMA fighter and then you didn't do it.
That's what
like
that's what annoyed me with the who's the Tim and Eric? Which one is from Tim and Eric? That's the one who's annoying, always like talking all the time. Tim Heidecker, I think.
The blonde one.
Yeah, not the one who's 7 feet tall and walks around a lighthouse every night. No, Tim Heidecker put out his like I'm gonna make fun of like hacky comedy stand-up special, and I was like, but you aren't good at stand-up.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean?
That's the joke. Like the anti. I got real fed up with Tim and Eric after a while. I love Tom Goes to the Mayor. I love Tim and Eric. Awesome show, great job. But like
because it's all like anti-comedy, right?
Yeah, but then that's what I'm saying is then he puts out a comedy special where he's like, I'm just hey, I'm here doing this and blah blah. And it's like, you already have that guy in your repertoire. You have the Neil Hamburger character part of your universe that already exists. You can't all just be the shitty bad stand-up guys. And yes, we know stand-up sucks. Like a lot of people, there's a lot of bad stand-ups out in the world right now.
Yeah, you're like, is bad comedy bad? That's a real fucking what a great take. What a great but no, my bigger gripe too is like I watched the trailer, then I watched like the first 10 minutes of that special when it came out. And I go, none of this is hard. Like none of this involves thought or is hard in any
it's not clever.
You're literally going up and just like not doing stand up. Like anyone could do that. It's like it's the same thing. Like there's all this shit. There's all these like people who because everyone with fucking 2 arms and a brain is now a sketch comedy writer because they have fucking Instagram and shit. And there's like these dudes who do these like they're technically sketches, but they're literally and they're edited to look really cool. But they're literally, and people go like, dude, they're so deep and esoteric. I go, it's literally stream of consciousness. Like they'll do a thing where they'll do a thing, and then the like that thing makes them think of a new thing, and they keep doing that like 10 times in a fucking 30-second reel,
and you edit it down,
and they just spend the time actually making it. That honestly too is another point I've been thinking about a lot. Is the big problem with like the reels and the and like Instagram reel and like TikTok sketches is a lot of those, and like social media in general, the version of it now is like, because dude, it's that fucking what we talked about it forever ago where you brought up that Don Cheadle commercial where you're like, Don Cheadle has nothing to do with this product. It's just them going like,
that sounds like me.
Well, no, and this is no shade on Don Cheadle. You guys know me, big Cheadle head.
Love Cheadle.
And brother, I ain't mad at anyone getting a fucking easy check. Get that fucking check. But like literally the commercial was like, you see that? That's Don Cheadle. So like and now this is our product. And so you like Don Cheadle, And so you're probably gonna like our product.
Popcorners. That's what it was. It was popcorners.
But like that's all anything is. That's all anything is. You see so much of comedy now is just like it's just referential. You're just like, remember that thing? But there's no like joke behind it. You'd be like, you know that thing? Yeah, you feel good remembering that thing. We're that. And that's like the whole that's like the whole sketch the whole fucking time.
We've talked about the Andy Kaufman effect, like that whole thing of like it is such a precise thing that when it's not, it's like improv. Like when it's not perfect, it fucking stinks. And it sucks to watch. And it's like one of those things because it's like it's exactly that. It's where it's like the one joke that Tim Heidecker was doing, and that's the thing, is like it's not that I don't get it, Tim. I get it. You're making fun of stand-up comedy in this day and age, and like how underwhelming it can be to have a special, and you're gonna show that, and you're gonna do it real time, and it's gonna be a long form bit, and you're gonna produce a comedy special with multi cameras, ha 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 ha, and it just goes like where anti-comedy, I think, is at some point you have to try something new, like the thing of like I think of like, because anti-comedy, I don't know if this is the same thing, but what was that Australian broad? Was it Australian?
Give me more.
The one that the comedy special that was not funny.
Yeah, she was like, "So I've been raped." Anyway,
who's not Lena Dunham.
Nanette was the special.
Nanette. Yeah, whatever that. Yeah, Nanette. That's I was just trying to think of at least a name of the thing, whatever that broad is, and then like that's also, is that also the same thing? Is it like one of those things where you're like, or is
Hannah Gadsby?
Hannah Gadsby. But like yours is just like a one-woman show that already has a name. It's not comedy. It's not something else. You're just doing a one-woman show, and that's already a thing. What he's doing is specifically bad comedy on purpose, which is I just don't know who that's for after a while.
Well, you know
like,
who that's
even
for?
As a kid, I would have been like, that's funny, but I'm not going to watch the whole thing, and it's not good, and it's not clever. Brother. It's not. There's no joke in it.
No, it's, you know who that's fucking for is, I mean, well, because part of it is for the people that it's that crowd that thinks comedy is meant to God damn it, I've been so far away from their fucking Frieza terminology, but who they look at comedy as like punching up or punching down.
Oh yeah.
So like the fact that he's making a statement with his joke, and it's like, it doesn't have to be funny, but he's right in his opinion behind the joke. So people like that like it. And then again, people who, because I grew up around this shit. I'm an expert in pretentious fucking retards, being one. But no, it's like people who want to feel smart love randomness in their comedy. The fact that it's like random and you can't fully explain what's happening, it's actually because the comedy's really deep. And I go, no, your comedy is literally the equivalent of dad jiggling his keys. It's like there's no substance behind it. It's literally like you just keep hearing sounds and seeing images that are silly real quick. You know what I mean? Like, it's actually not that And then the irony is like when you actually get, because like comedy that is actually like thought out and deep is like a lot of it's like retarded on the surface, but you have to know a couple things to know that like because literally the people who get super offended by comedy, they can't get past the first step of, so here's the thing about that joke. It wasn't a statement. It was an attempt at humor. Like they can't get past
a set up.
They can't get past that, because that's the immediate thing that a dumb person does when they don't like a joke, is to go like, well, all those other things I laughed at were jokes, but why did he make this statement in the middle of his show that everyone else laughed at? It must, and it's like now you become the victim of a confident retard. They're literally like they're the worst people in society are confident retards, because it's like they're 100% wrong and they make it your problem 1,000%.
I've experienced that in real time of a dumb person in an audience when I told a setup of a joke, which was also meant to be funny. It's my dad wasn't around when I was younger, but I forgive him because he was dead. and and it gets a pretty good reaction, and then once the laughter dies down, the woman goes, "That's not funny." And I'm just like,
Yeah.
"Ma'am, you're factually inaccurate.
Dude, it's
It's hilarious, man."
well, that's the age. That's the
How
age
dare
old.
you tell me my father's death is not funny?
It is.
It's hilarious.
It was a hit. It was a gay man with a whole family.
Isn't that hilarious? That's the
It's
best
hilarious.
misdirect I've ever.
It's hilarious. They hate pussy, and he still went through it.
Same one.
Sorry, I don't mean to use that. I don't mean to use that word in vicinity of your mother. I don't know if you guys are.
Oh no, her box? Yeah. Are you talking about my mother's cunt, Andy?
Pat. Yes,
That is my word, okay? You don't talk about that.
My apologies. You know what? Yeah,
If we're talking about my mom's fucking pussy, it's gonna be me. Okay? You consider me Justin Timberlake because it's gonna be my
keep my mother's cunt
pussy
out your mouth.
Keep my mom's fucking pussy out your mouth.
Motherfucking mouth. Dude, I'm so sorry. Yo, can I get another coffee real quick, and then we can. I have some.
You
I have
want
some
cream
topic.
sugar or hold on.
No. I live in a different.
Okay.
I'm in a different building than you. But
I almost figured that.
I know because I have some topics I want to go through that I think are gonna fucking rip, but I want to be fresh
I love
and
topics.
I want to be sans piss.
Yeah. He's gonna piss too. You see that? He starts. He just goes, "Oh, I just wanted to get a coffee, but I'm also gonna take a piss. Oh, maybe I'm gonna talk to Steph for a little bit. Maybe I'll take a break." Like he gets breaks, and I just gotta sit here. It's not fair. But you know what? I'm happy to be here with you guys because honestly, it's really about you guys. It's not about the dickhead. I think that if I were ever to do porn, no, no, I think I was thinking about my comedy. Like if I really get to a point now where I'm like, if I do a comedy special, or if I were ever to record stand up or anything like that, I would like to do like I want to do a thing, like a joke thing or something like that. But then I always think about it afterwards, and I don't think enough people do this. Where like, what do you like to watch? Like, what do you like to intake? And if you have like some kind of direction with that, make your version of that. Make your version of what you like to do. What would you do differently on that? And I think that's like the first thing with making any kind of media or anything, because a lot of people joke about like there's too many podcasts, there's too many other things, but like there can never really be too many. You can kind of just do whatever. And if you're ever wondering if you should start a thing or do a thing, it should just be like I was just talking about if I were to ever record a special or anything like that. Like I've always thought about like, ooh, I would want to do this kind of intro. I would want to do this. But then I think about like what I actually care about when I watch a thing, and it's never any of that stuff. I really don't give a shit about a lot of things. I don't mind when people do like sketches in between, or when they do it's heavily edited, or if they do it in multiple things. But I'm also like, I just don't have that much excitement anymore. Like I don't think I want to actually like burn all that shit, all the material I've been doing for fucking 10 years plus. You know what I mean? Until I actually like have an idea that I'm like happy with, or just never fucking release it. I don't know. It's one of those things where like if it's not interesting to me, I don't think I should have to put it out there to anybody else. And I try not to be. I'm probably a little too hard on myself when it comes to a lot of projects or things. But like, I just trust my instincts. So it's like one of those things of like,
yeah,
you can keep writing a joke, you can keep adding to something, or you can just go like, I don't know. The way I said it just now was pretty cool.
And it sounds like you're in. And it sounds like your instincts are that you stink.
That's true. That's actually not only true, but it's also
guys,
I'm not selling half-read books for fucking $7 like a dumbass.
Guys, please like and subscribe. They're not half-read; they're a quarter read.
These were the ones that were never opened, idiot.
You pompous fool!
I was trying to sell the ones I bought last year and never looked at.
I was trying to sell the ones that I bought, and I go, "What are you trying to prove with this?" you don't actually want to do that. You don't want this book.
They're holding you accountable in the comments there.
What?
The man just makes up his rules as he goes. That's you.
Oh, what was
Just
that?
take
Was
whatever breaks you want.
I can take it's
You know, just come and go, whatever you want.
All right. I mean, what? Just piss my pants? Just
It's
piss my
your
pants?
world, and we're
So
all.
what do you want? What do you want me to do?
You got some coffee. You went for piss. You talked to Steph. Did you go for a walk? Did you pet the cat?
You just want me to? You just want me to set up a camera and record myself pissing my pants and post
Wouldn't
it on
mind a GoPro.
OnlyFans?
Wouldn't mind a GoPro. Maybe you go with you.
You want piss cam? You want piss cam? I'll give you piss cam.
We got cat cam.
All right. You know what? I have been a coward this whole time, guys. Welcome to piss cam.
What are some of the topics? Are any of them the ones that I gave you?
I don't know actually. Well, if you wanted to, let me know about those. If there were some you wanted to bring up specifically today, because I wanted to talk about. I finally watched the Diddy Doc, and did you watch it?
Actually, no, I haven't. Is that on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. I gotta give it to.
You can spoil it. I don't care.
Oh yeah. I gotta give it to Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. Dude knows how to produce a fucking doc, because it was like so many of these docs, they come out and they give you like a little sliver of something new. You know, like remember when like Firefest, you know, every fucking streaming service put out a doc about Firefest, and I remember I watched like 2 or 3 of them, however many came out, and they were all basically the same, just presented to you with different styles. You're like, oh, this is going to be one of those documentaries where they show the interviewee sitting down, like, so am I looking into that camera? So we're just going to include this, so it kind of feels just natural and loose. You know, it'll be one of those docs, or it'll be edited more like a ID show or something. It's like, it's more just about what's the style. And it's like, dude, if you watch this, like, I thought I knew a lot about Biggie, Tupac, and, you know, all this other shit, but like, they legit, you know, not just go, you know, and I'm familiar with this with my conspiracy stuff, but not just go like, that's kind of weird, isn't it? And then they make you fill in the blanks. It was like, no. Here's specific proof that makes it really seem like Diddy, if not directly called the hit on Tupac, his carelessness got Tupac killed. Because like, there's a whole, so like the dude who actually killed Tupac, he ended up dying, but his buddy who claims to be, he was like there the whole time, he's like going through this whole thing about like, you know, he contacted us, this is how much money we wanted, all this and that. And like, it's one of those things, because I guess the dude, Steph was telling me, the dude now that he's like actually like, he's like, wait, I can get in trouble for all that? You're not just going to like set me free because I give you all this good info? He's like now being like, I made all that up. But like when you hear the interview of him talking about like Diddy giving him like $1 million or something to like take out Tupac, this guy has the like dumb guy who's street smart way of talking where you go like, no. You didn't make any bit of this up. This is just literally like what happened for you. Yeah. So making those connections was really fascinating. My favorite part, and this is the one thing I wanted to bring up, is there's this like male prostitute who claimed to be just
Punisher,
like
right?
What
was it, the Punisher, right?
Yeah, that's what Nate called him, right? I missed it.
I remember you guys talked about it the other day or yesterday about like him being on Bonfire and shit. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he was.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's the one that I've heard talking about it. Like he apparently was there for the trial as well. But he has like, the really fun thing is he's a male prostitute that has a pump for his penis. Nice. Like he has like a little button in his balls that he just goes, and it like pumps up like fucking like those sneakers from when we were a kid. like the pump in the was it the pump in Austin Powers we all thought was fake? No, even better. It's it's the same thing Larry Flint had. It's like a prosthetic balloon inside your penis that blows up when you push the button. So like you get hard and you just stay hard.
I've heard of that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What's the number for that?
Right? Who wouldn't want that? Like, even with a
Yeah.
perfectly functioning, healthy penis, why wouldn't you want to just go boop and just go?
No. Yeah, dude. Like specifically, where do you get that? Like literally, what's the website for my friend?
Yeah.
No, but
For
that
a
dude,
friend of mine.
that dude was my favorite because he was like, there was one part where he's like, so I've been doing this weird sex shit where Diddy's a cuck for about 8 years.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, we'd be part, because I guess every time he'd do like their weird sex cuck shit, they'd have these like 2-3 day long sex sessions. And they would, but like there was just one part where he's like, yeah, so I was there, we were doing cuck stuff for 8 years. And then I was like, at one point I go, guys, how do you stay up for so long? Like, I'm just over here. Like he acted like he was just like, I'm just drinking coffee to like stay up late.
Yeah.
And then he's like, and then Cassie, she pulled out this little small, I was like, what's that there? And she's like, this is ecstasy. And he goes, oh, what?
Extra what?
And I just go, yeah,
The
professional
never heard of.
the professional male whore is just being like, what are these drugs? You're like, what
The
are you
professional
talking?
party boy is going, what are these party drugs?
That part drove me insane.
Yeah.
I was like, you take the shit but he was like, dude, he was presenting it in the most coy way possible. You know how like, dude, it was like, it was on par with like how when Adam Sandler did The Longest Yard remake and you're like, is prison actually fun? Like he was giving you like the PG made for TV movie version of making P. Diddy a cuck.
Yeah.
He was just acting like he was just like, and I was dude, at one point he goes like, yeah, and they were into some like weird freaky sex shit. And I was like, what? Like hiring you?
Yeah. You're a prostitute that they flew there to have sex with them.
What the fuck are you talking about? That was like
that's kind of weird.
Yeah, that was driving. That part was driving me insane. But yeah, it's like illuminating. I gotta finish the doc. I admittedly we were dude, it was funny. I picked up a 6-pack and we were like having some drinks. Things were stressful. We're like, let's decompress. Let's get drunk and watch the Diddy Doc. And then I was like, oh look, I've gone through all my 16-ounce beers. Better Uber Eats 6 more beers. So I was having a good night of getting smashed watching the Diddy Doc. That's, by the way, why I need extra coffee is because, brother, I hate this thing where now it's just like, oh, you had a couple beers. Well, now you're gonna be dehydrated and wake up at 5 a.m. and you can't go back to sleep. But no, it was so yeah, we were watching. No, oh yeah, that's it. It's like illuminating this thing more of like how many of these there's like a lot, like just in general, there's like a lot of, I heard Sam Tripoli had the best phrasing for it. There's like a predator class of just like, cause dude, watch the doc. It gets into like, not just him being like, oh, he beat his girl and stuff, which is bad, obviously. But it's like to the point of like, he would specifically go after like people who wronged him. He would specifically go after like their wives or girlfriends or ex-girlfriends and like try to like take them away from them and do all this stuff. Dude, the shit. Oh, brother, he fucking basically he got Biggie to pay for his own funeral. Like the money that was in Biggie's, I don't know exactly how, but it was like these funds in Bad Boy that were supposed to go to Biggie's family. He like reappropriated those to like pay for Biggie's funeral. So, and he's literally at the funeral and everyone's like, this is so beautiful. Sean Combs, she's just commemorating your friend so well. And it's like, he's just there like, dead assholes paying for it. So it's like, it's stuff on that level of just like, oh, you don't, it's this weird thing where it's like, he was so good at being like, yeah, I'm like a cool, chill dude. Like no one thought he was a bad guy. We just thought he was like kind of a, like at worst a cornball. You know what I mean?
I thought Diddy sucked. I never thought he was cool. And I didn't think he was this cool. I mean,
But did you think he was like a bad person?
no, I did. I would never. If you ever like, I think until probably like I never really caught the rumblings necessarily of Diddy until like the shit started like breaking in the news and shit, and he
Yeah.
got arrested for it and the security camera, all that other shit. But like up until then, I just thought he was some dickhead producer that was trying
Yeah.
to get in on the thing. I always thought he was a loser. Not, I would never be scared of him.
You
He's not
thought
the guy
he
who fucking hung out with Mace. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You thought he sucked ass. You didn't know he was
Fuck
badass.
ass. I didn't know he fucked ass.
Oh, fine. That one's way better.
I
Yeah,
didn't know.
they haven't just flat out so like I'm most of the way through, and there's been like little moments of like that was kind of weird, but they
Oh,
haven't
yeah.
they haven't like flat out called him gay yet.
This is a good point from Derek. I do agree with this. The only time I ever did think Diddy was cool was when he did "Come with Me" for the Godzilla soundtrack.
Dude,
Come
but
with
he
me. Ba-na-na, 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 ba-na. It's so good. Cashmere.
but it's
Oh.
but it's good because Cashmere is
Because
good.
Cashmere. Yes.
That's
But
oh no,
did
I'm
you
not
ever see Jimmy Page play guitar next to Godzilla as he smashed the city? That's the thing. The music video. Can we watch a music video for "Come with Me"?
Yeah,
Andy?
totally. Okay, I hated that. But
Andy,
uh,
yeah, boy, go on now.
okay,
Pull up the clip now, boy.
Pat, I know these are jokes, but I'm feeling what I'm feeling. Please stop.
Stop doing it.
Stop
I don't know
doing
if you
it.
know this, but I have a recent autism self-diagnosis, and
Pat, I literally just got
am being triggered right now.
I literally just got diagnosed with autism, but I can't tell the difference between a joke and a statement right
I'm
now.
overstimulated right now, and I don't like it.
Please stop.
I
Please
need
stop.
my books.
Uh,
And you start rubbing books on your face.
oh, yeah.
Have emotional support books.
Oh, just look at it. Yeah, you're a smart guy, Andy. You read.
Derek, can you just send me the link to that? I'll pull it up. Thank
No,
you.
well, that was always my thing where I go like because they would have the parts where they were talking about the like they were like Diddy would talk about the process of writing his music. I'd go, yeah, your process would be, man, the Police wrote a great song. What if I said some stuff over it? You're like,
Yeah.
that's every fucking song of yours, man.
Every time I walk down the street, and then I do. That was his fucking contribution to "Every Breath You Take." I love that song too. I will say
Yeah.
that it was kind of weird to have. That was the MTV Movie Awards, where it was like it just felt like a Biggie like funeral.
Well,
Which is
and
weird.
yeah, and it's even if he wasn't like the evilest dude in the world, it still is like with hindsight being 2020, you're like, bro, even if you weren't a bad dude, it's still being like, oh, did this rapper die? Maybe the guy who owns his label should dance a bunch at the MTV Video
Yeah.
Music Awards. You're like,
He should go on a tour.
yeah, who the fuck are you, dude? Well, oh, that was another thing. So Biggie was scheduled before he passed away. He was scheduled to be on the cover of Rolling Stone, and like Rolling Stone was still gonna do that, because the album still came out. So they were just gonna alter it to be about, the fact that they died. They weren't just gonna. It'd be funny if they ran an article being like, "Wait, what happened?"
The brand new album, artist to check out. Look out for this guy. Here he
So,
comes.
but I will say we couldn't really get him for an interview.
I mean,
So
this guy's so hot right now, we couldn't even get him to sit down with us to have a conversation. So you got to check out this exclusive new artist.
But yeah, Diddy had an album coming out that July of a bunch of, songs he put a hip hop beat under, and he was like, well, let's switch it and put me on the cover. And it's like, brother, just a really bad dude. Like dude, not chill.
Yeah, apparently not a great guy. Also, from what I've seen pictures of him, unless they're AI, seems like he's living it up in prison. Seems like he's having a blast.
There was one I saw. I haven't seen all of them, but there was one that was AI where there was like a dude grabbing his arm or whatever.
Yeah, there's a couple of them where I see it and I'm like, that's really funny, because I do know that there's phones in prisons and all that other shit and all this, but like I was like, that can't be real. It can't be real with him like just long kind of gray hair and just going like
yeah. Well, apparently too, This is how, because it was funny. Like, I was talking to Steph about it, and she goes, I love how petty 50 Cent is. And I go, I gotta be honest. Like, I'm not gonna say 50 Cent had the most altruistic intentions with all this, but like the doc does reveal a lot of like good information if you give a fuck about this. And I go, it honestly gets past the point of like petty to just going like, dude, 50 Cent's doing a public service.
He's
like
thorough. He's not even petty. He's thoroughly petty.
But he still does have he's I don't know if he's petty, but I do know he's hilarious because apparently he did a deal. This is what Steph told me. He did a deal. He found out what was it? What network is playing at the prison Diddy's at, and he got this documentary to broadcast on that network to make sure Diddy and everyone in the prison could watch it.
Hell yeah, brother. That's what I'm saying, man. Like that's the level of detail. It's not just the Ja Rule thing. It's not just like casually like smirking, going like, I don't know what you're talking about. If something happens, he just like, that's what I really do like. I don't I don't like cockiness. I like confidence.
Yeah.
I don't like it when it's, and I do like it when it's morally in the right direction, in my opinion. Like I share the same thing, you know what I'm saying? So
I think a lot of people can get on board with that.
And I think the best example of this is like those videos where you see, I'm probably sent you a couple of them where like a dickhead, you know, tries to cut this guy off and then immediately crashes, or like I think you actually sent me that too. The one where like the guy like tries to sneak up in front of him, but then ends up like losing control and gets hit by a truck, and the guy's like, ha 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 ha. Like I would do the same thing. Like it would be so satisfying to be cut off and then immediately see that guy either get hit by a car or fucking pulled over. And it's like one of those things of like, ha ha. I would get out and point at him and go, ha ha. Just because it's like, it's that level of like, you did a fucking dickhead thing and immediately got taken care of for it. Yeah. Don't do it again.
I remember we should show that because the one you're bringing up, the one I sent you, is one of the greatest You Can't Park There videos ever.
Oh, brother, that's my favorite. It's there's that other one where there's one that I see a bunch of times in my timeline that comes up where a guy goes, you can't park there. And it was a guy who had just gotten in an accident. And obviously he had been arguing with him or something, or heard him talk because he has a really high-pitched voice. So he just triggers the guy to just go like, and he sounds so silly. He sounds like a cartoon.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, check out.
It feels good.
Check out. That's what I do love about 50 Cent is everyone kind of like, you know, he is really bringing a level of like cosmic. Now, obviously it's not solving every problem and stuff, but like for the general population, he's giving this level of like cosmic justice you don't like really get. Cause like I think you said it before, the doc is thorough. Like it's giving you new information. It's not just like they're not wasting time on the shit you already know. Like or not everyone knows this, but it's actually funny enough. They say in the doc, it's what initially got Diddy to be famous was he did a party. He did like a basketball tournament, and the way that the entrance was set up is it was like in a high school gym, and you had to like go downstairs to get to the door to the basketball stadium. But the thing was the doors only opened towards you. And so people were like bum rushing it, and they were like heavy metal doors, and they were trying to push through the door, but the door went the other way, and like 8 or 9 people died and got crushed. And like, that's how Diddy became known, is by killing 8 or 9 children in a gymnasium.
I mean, it worked for Travis Scott. Like,
yeah.
You know, just crush some folks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Crush some motherfuckers.
If you want to make a name,
Bone Crusher. He went too far.
You want to make a name for yourself? Just
That's
kill children.
Bone Crusher's a real person, right? That's a real rapper. Bone Crusher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Wait,
I just wanted to make sure. I was like, Was it just not funny?
I'm sorry. I'm half paying attention because I'm trying to. I sent this video to you forever ago.
Chat, am I chopped? Am I chopping my own fucking dick right now? Am I based or am I?
Chat, have I severed my penis off my body?
Ooh, I just found that there's based or you're spaced, baby. You're either on feet planted on the ground or you up into space in the scarred, baby. Ding dong. What the hell is that?
Just for Pat, yes, Bone Crusher is a rapper.
Big old fat man. Big guy.
Come on, man.
Still alive. Surprise.
Which song did he do? Did he do I Ain't Ever Scared?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, he's scared of vegetables.
Take it.
Oh,
why is that the picture you got? Come somebody with the wiki. Come on.
Oh yeah, Never Scared. Oh, what, the wiki?
Yeah, what the hell? Look at that. Why are you doing that?
It kind of has a jacked fat guy look there, to be honest.
Yeah, it doesn't look the worst it could be. He kind of looks like Action Bronson now. But like but still, like the arms aren't helping. That's a big arm.
See, that's my goal as a fat man. I don't care about getting skinny. I don't know if it's possible at this point. I just want to look sturdy. Sorry,
the Slav's reaction. That would be a nuts video.
What have y'all this one?
Yeah, you can't park there, but it's a woman clearly screaming because her kids are dead. And it's like that's a little, that's less prunk, more evil. That's like Diddy shit.
Sounds horrifying. I'm trying to find this fucking. I
honestly, that's what I was thinking. Saint, what is that? I don't know how to pronounce that. Saint
Ivan.
Yeah, that's what I said. Bone Crusher is my son's favorite monster truck. I honestly, when I said Bone Crusher when you say a word a couple times and you're like, I was like, wait, is that the monster truck? But that's Gravedigger. Take it easy now.
All right.
Slav.
Pat, enunciate.
I said Grave Digger. Digger. But there is a Bone Crusher, right? There's got to be a great
monster truck.
Yeah.
Probably Bone Crusher.
I guess they don't want to assume that the humans are going to get injured. They want the.
I'm getting a lot of. Oh, there's literally a fandom.com page for Bone Crusher. There's a wiki for Bone Crusher, Pat.
The truck.
The truck.
We just stumbled on the best thing in the world. Holy shit, there is a Bone Crusher monster truck. I thought you were making a joke.
No, I mean, you just have to type in the words Bone Crusher model. Sorry, I didn't my computer's running shit today. But yeah,
That's crazy.
There's a Bone Crusher wiki.
It's weird that they have that in
that's
name.
funny. How many podcasts have pulled up two separate Bone Crusher wikis in one episode?
Both radical.
Guys, we're doing things no one else has the balls to do.
Yeah, brother. Have they done a collab? Like, is there any point where he had to do like that's such a missed opportunity?
No, the fact that there has to be a video of Bone Crusher coming out rapping "I'm never scared" in the back of Bone Crusher,
like in the bed of it, like as it's like rolling down the street, like fucking that would be sick as hell, dude.
If that hasn't happened, we should really
we're shooting that music video. I'll tell you that much.
Do you have Bone Crusher's number?
Hold on. Is it hyphenated? Do you know? I'm gonna check my comments or my contacts. Billy.
All right, I typed in Bone Crusher in Bone Crusher.
Yeah, Brad. No, Bone Crusher. Unless it's what do you know his legal name? Is it Ben? Ben Bone Crusher Hawkins. Good to see you.
Bonimus Crusher. Yeah, I don't know if Bone Crusher's ever rapped in Bone Crusher.
Hasn't yet.
That's how we'll start the next stream.
That's our first big project. That's going to be our first on location episode. We're going to be at a monster truck track, and we're going to go. We're here with Bone Crushers today, and Bone Crusher.
Sorry
go
about
ahead and introduce yourself.
Sorry, everyone keeps saying Twitch is acting stupid. It's because anytime I pull up these articles, they have 95 ads, and then my computer goes like, "Well, I'm just gonna not work." So I apologize, guys. I wanted to. God, I want that Bone Crusher thing to happen. It's literally all I can think about.
I feel like there's got to be a way we can reach out to Bone Crusher or Bone Crusher.
I just have like I just have things, and I go like, yeah, this also isn't Bone Crusher and Bone Crusher.
Yeah. Also, another crossover that I never ever understood why it never happened: Transformers and monster trucks. Like, why wouldn't you want to like have like one episode featuring Gravedigger comes in and helps out, like, or something like that, or like they're somewhere on Earth and they're like, oh my god, the monster truck rally, we got to save everybody, we need backup. Wait a minute, and then like turns out all those trucks are also, Autobots. That would have been sick as hell.
That would rule.
Missed opportunity. Not enough crossovers.
You know what would be good too? Transformers and former trans. And they just kind of sit down and talk about their experience.
Can we ask Bone Crusher his sexual orientation? Do you feel comfortable? Because might be a two birds, one stone, buddy.
Bone Crusher, and I don't want you to be offended, because if this don't feel like you have to say yes, but if so, we got a lot more for you.
I'm very excited.
Are you trans Bone Crusher?
Trans-Siberian Bone Crusher.
All right. Now you're
that's just free associating. I'm having a good time.
Yeah, you're just hitting a quick Mark Norman.
Yeah. Hey, gay.
Hey, farts. I'm gay. This word reminded me of this word.
I fart come.
All right. Yeah. Now I'm gonna. All right.
Sorry. No Diddy. See, that's
no
how we close the book on that one.
Well, no, that's actually episode 4. Is Mark Norman was the puppet master of all the Diddy stuff.
Knew it.
A small child.
Oh, baby oil.
Punch Cassidy.
What the fuck? Is it still happening? Is Twitch just the worst thing in the world? Maybe that's just all that's happening. I don't know if it's just because of you. I think it's like because they're still. I'm not saying this at you. I'm saying this. This is an observation. They're just bitching.
No. I know.
They're bitching about the twitching. You know what I'm saying?
Bitching about the twitching.
Either somebody's got a dirt bike or a crazy weed whacker outside.
Your house?
Yeah, I don't hear it anymore. It was a dirt bike.
Oh yeah, Twitch is being weird.
Guys, we're on YouTube.
Let me. There's a YouTube channel. Let me.
Do you want to try to like? Do you want to like start and stop, or stop?
Let me. Let's start then stop. No.
I know. I said it, and I was like, I really hope he's not gonna.
Nope. No, Pat. Here's my thing. I hate criticism, but I will not let anyone go by without their own criticism.
And the golden rule says, I do the same fucking shit.
Dude, it's my favorite. It's my favorite thing to get furious over bad comments and then just remember I'm literally that guy. Yeah. Like I'm the guy in comments being like, "You're going to do that."
When I correct someone's grammar and then I go, I remember sending a text message to anybody before autocorrect. You know, it's like one of those things of like, yeah.
Dude, it's so fun. Yeah. It's so fun to be a huge cunt and be also just as problematic.
Don't
like,
you
do all the same mistakes.
Don't you mean YOU''?
Here, let's sorry,
no,
I completely
not accepted.
Talked over that. I apologize. Yeah, guys, we're gonna start and stop. We're gonna stop and then start the stream again. We're gonna stop the stream and start it back up. Stay here. Don't go away, or I swear I'll fucking do it. Do it. Correction. Ha 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 ha.
Parody,
what a funny joke.
Parody.
What a funny joke. Parody. But for real, BRB. Okay. Yeah, yes, and all the viewers are leaving. Yeah, let's stop and start this and we'll figure it out. I'll be back in I'm just gonna restart my computer.
Okay.
I'll be right back, guys.